Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle seem to make it look easy attempting the work-life balance of being a royal and raising children. But when it comes to how they raise their kids, their styles couldn't be more different. Here's how Kate and Meghan differ in their parenting styles.
I think the schedule, they've been very kind to me because everything's based around Archie's feed times.
Number 1. Lighthouse versus Lawnmower. When it comes to being a mother of literal royalty, the stakes are high. Meghan's mothering style has been classified as lawnmower mothering, meaning she will be hands-on and make sure she removes any obstacles from her children's way, where Kate's mothering style could be described as lighthouse mother. She guides her children but lets them head out on their own too so they can learn to be independent. And while these two mothers may go about things very differently, the commonality here is their children are loved. Number 2. Private lives. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle became engaged, the world exploded with excitement. Sadly, it was apparent that Meghan and Harry were not happy.
It was really hard.
Eventually pulling out of the royal family altogether. In an almost unprecedented move, Harry and Meghan are now private citizens. And this filters heavily into how Meghan parents her children. This means protecting their privacy and hoping to keep certain details to themselves, such as their christenings, who their godparents are, and more. The couple also chose to forego a royal title for their little ones, Archie and Lilibet. Whereas Kate and Prince William must raise their children completely opposite, as their children will be taking over the crown and they are servants of the public. Even minor everyday activities are different for a royal, such as wearing shorts for young boys are mandatory. Number 3. A learning experience. Now that Meghan is a private citizen, she's able to have a freer, learn-as-you-go parenting style, such as being able to travel with her children and accompany them to events whenever she so chooses, whereas Kate must obey strict royal protocol when it comes to making decisions for her children. Some of this protocol includes having to share photos and videos of her children with the public, despite how she may feel in regards to their privacy. Kate has no say in this matter since they are public servants. This may seem harsh, but most families do have rules when it comes to events, such as no talk of politics at the table. And if there was a way to make that mandatory, lots of Thanksgivings would be saved. And if you like live events, check out SeatGeek.com and use the promo code TTC for $20 off your first order. Number 4. Love is key. When it comes to living as a parent, Kate Middleton has stated that she wants to emulate her upbringing, living in the countryside with a close-knit family. She desperately wants the normality for her own kids. Here's where Meghan and Kate seem to share similarities. Spending time with the family is also important to Meghan, and not just the immediate family. Archie was introduced to his relatives when he was just a few days old. Where they differ is Meghan desperately wanted her child to meet the family immediately, even though it went against the royal protocol. And now that Meghan and Harry are out on their own, they will continue to visit whomever they want as they see fit, an experience Kate will never have. Number 5. To nanny or not to nanny? When it comes to being rich and famous, one of the major perks is you can have all the help you need when raising your offspring. Meghan enlists help in the form of her mother, Doria Ragland. Doria was on hand to help the Duchess after she gave birth both times. She lived with Harry and Meghan in Frogmore Cottage for the first few weeks of Archie's life. When Doria returned to Los Angeles, Meghan didn't skip a beat and asked for extra help, enlisting a nanny to help her at home. And while Kate has had a nanny or two in her mothering time, she is very aware of wanting to mother like her late mother-in-law Diana, as present as possible. Kate is very hands-on, picking up her children at school and being there for them always. Kate is sure to have her little ones accompany her on occasions such as the Queen's Jubilee. Regardless of how people may feel about asking for help when raising children, one thing is certain, it sure takes a village. And if you have the means to hire one, why not? Number 6. Food rules. Food fight. When it comes to Meghan's rules about food for herself, she goes the more strict route by maintaining a gluten-free and vegan diet during the week. Meghan's close friend Daniel Martin has said, "I'm sure the baby's gonna be raised clean and green. She loves to cook, eating organic whenever she can. I totally see her making her own food. Totally." Kate also lives that health-conscious lifestyle, and while Kate does not cook, when it comes to her morning meal, she enjoys dishes such as oatmeal and smoothies, which the children partake in as well. Get your health on, babies. Number 7. Eco-friendly families. Children are our future. Kate and Meghan are both eco-conscious mothers. However, they go about it in very different ways. Meghan and Harry spent millions renovating their former home, Frogmore Cottage, and part of their work included installing a 50,000-pound green energy unit. which provided them with heat, hot water, and electricity. Unfortunately, Meghan and Harry now live in Santa Barbara. So was that an eco-waste upon that cottage? Only time can tell. Whereas Kate goes by the eco rules of her husband, wondering how eco-friendly their multiple homes are. However, King Charles once said about William that he was a stickler for turning off the lights. So that's a start. Number 8. For the love of pets. While the parenting styles of Kate and Meghan seem diametrically opposed, one thing they can both agree on is their love of dogs. This puppy love is in William and Harry's blood, as it has been passed down through the generations of the royal family. Most notably, the late Queen adoring her corgis. Currently, William and Kate own a black Cocker Spaniel named Orla, a gift from the brother of the Princess of Wales. Harry and Meghan are dog lovers too, and when the Duchess moved to London, she brought her rescue beagle Guy with her. The couple also adopted another pooch, a Labrador, in 2018. Now living in LA, the couple took their dogs with them. Here's hoping the children share this puppy bond. Number 9. Feminists in charge. Meghan's belief in feminism is one of the key characteristics that define her, and she's also encouraged Prince Harry to openly express feminist views. We can fully expect the couple's children to be raised feminists. While no formal info has been given about Kate raising her children as feminists, it may be up in the air considering that Kate has chosen a life of womanly duty to stand by her man, as opposed to her own career path. No comment sometimes is the loudest comment of all. Number 10. Charitable Parenting. Meghan and Harry's joint devotion to their charitable institutions are clear, and while Archie and Lilibet have been raised as private citizens, the little youngsters will no doubt be instilled with the importance of charity work from their famous parents, and most famous late grandmother, Diana. As for Kate and William, they too will instill the giving back attitude to their children. However, it may be more strings attached since the royal protocol is strict, and Diana's charitable ways often upset the Queen. Number 11. Who will see the throne? Watch the Throne. As mentioned earlier, Harry and Meghan's children are private citizens, but Archie and Lilibet are 7th and 8th in line for the throne. William and Kate have very different prospects, as George will be king in his life unless he chooses to abdicate. Therefore, will be probably prepared to be a full-time royal. Here's hoping George likes the feeling of crown head. Number 12. Being there. While Meghan couldn't help but make a splash when leaving her title for an ordinary life, she introduced a precedent where she can now parent how she chooses. Kate too wants an ordinary life for her children and is attempting to pass that down, whether it's spending as much time with the children as possible or emulating her late mother-in-law Diana's caring ways. She and William are much more present with their children than William's grandparents were to his father. And here's hoping this will lead to happier children, therefore leading to happier heads of state. Number 13. Balancing it all. Kate and Meghan may have little in common, but they are both attempting to balance it all. Kate has continued to pursue her passions, which she'll balance with being a mother to her children and being queen. The late Queen Elizabeth II had been preparing Kate to take her position when the time was right, thus making her mothering duties even more imperative when she has the massive job of being the Queen of England. And where does Meghan stand with that work-life balance? Markle said in 2021, "Being a working mom and traveling as well with a baby, my goodness, it's a lot, but it's also exciting. There are days when it's a lot to juggle, but then you meet someone and you have an impact on them and you say, aha, and it's so rewarding. Keep those rewards coming." Number 14. Manners matter. Where do the moms stand on manners? Kate's brood have been taught to uphold the adorable habit of writing thank you notes to people that have helped you. How kind. And when it comes to Meghan's rules of manners, she's revealed to the online publication The Cut, we always tell them manners maketh man. Manners, 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 manners. We sure hope Archie remembers this mantra when he's an incredibly famous and rich teenager. Number 15. Royal life. Start 'em young. Prince William and Kate have already begun to introduce Prince George, 9, Princess Charlotte, 7, and Prince Louis, 4, to elements of royal life, such as joining Queen Elizabeth on the Buckingham Palace balcony for Trooping the Colour, or bringing them along on royal tours. But at the same time, they try to maintain privacy and normality for the young siblings, including ordinary trips to the supermarket, or snacking from the trunk of the car while Prince William plays polo. Whereas Meghan and Harry, once again, will have no royal teachings for their kids. So sorry, Archie, if you were looking forward to practicing that wave of yours. Quite the royal treatment.
And I could whet my appetite and continue to learn.
Hope the parenting tricks of Kate and Meghan have satiated your royal hot goss needs for the day.
It's pretty amazing, and I have the two best guys in the world.
Which parenting style do you prefer? Comment below. And for all the info you can handle on the royal family and more, like and subscribe to The Thing Celebrity.